Tan Man, 10:38. This was sent at 9:03 a.m. over their coffee. Why do so many players publicly go to bat for Mitch Marner?
Oh my gosh.
Bless you. Bless you for asking this so I don't have to bring it up myself. Why do so many players publicly go to bat for Mitch Marner and not the other three? All we hear lately is people supporting this guy. It could be a contract thing, but we never hear any of that for Tavares.
Yeah.
Adam Oates does it on the Cam and Strick podcast. And I go, that's strange. What's Marner's relation to Adam Oates? And then Zach Bogosian does it on the Cam and Strick podcast. And they were former teammates. And then Bogosian does it on the radio in Toronto. And then Luke Shen gets asked about it. And he goes and he talks about how he's unfairly treated. But when did it become mandatory to, like, when did it become a prerequisite to talk about this person? And you can't be like, hey, I don't know about that decision to pass. I don't know about that back check there. I don't know. Maybe you should have taken a different route here. You can never talk about him the way you talk about any other star in this league. You have to be like, I need to start with, he's a great person. Okay? He's a great person.
Mm-hmm.
And how dare you accuse me of saying anything otherwise? That being said, I think he might have... It's weird and unusual.
I think it's because he does take... First off, I think the reason the players are answering the question is because they're being asked.
Yes, yeah.
Two, he does have the most media scrutiny in this market, and it has nothing to do... People keep saying, it's because he's a hometown guy. No, it doesn't. It has nothing to do with that. Everything with this guy was squeaky, clean, most popular guy on the team.
Yes.
Until the contract negotiation.
His agent
until the
ruined
day
his reputation.
Until the day his agent
through this.
When Matthews signed the deal, the next day his agent's like, that's a bullshit contract. And that literally was what he had in the Toronto Star. I'll never forget it. And then he could have got $14 million from Columbus and the negotiation and that's exactly. Mm-hmm. And I think then you compound that with the fact that the Leafs have had little to no playoff success. Mitch Marner has scored. If you go and look up, he scored, I think, the most amount of points in this era of any of the guys in the core four. Mm-hmm. But there have been notable times where they haven't gotten the game that they needed out of him. And I would point to the Montreal series. I think when he against Boston, I just don't with Nylander and Matthews out, it was really difficult. Mm-hmm. But you need your guy to be that guy. And I think
Matthews led the team in points, Willie in goals. Both of them missed games.
That's the thing.
I mean, Tavares could have fucking scored too. He was bad.
Yep.
So he's gotten better, but yeah.
So that's the thing. I think that there's a lot of that, and I think when you're making this is the deal, man. If Mitch goes in and he signs for 9.5, no one says a thing about that contract.
Nope.
And in fact, he is still the most popular player on the team.
When did he not get what he wanted?
When you push,
at what point in the process did he not get exactly what he wanted?
When you push like that. And the team doesn't succeed, and then the cap doesn't go up, and then they're not able to augment the team because of the salaries, right? Because the cap was supposed to go up. Mm-hmm. You can't, quote unquote, de-emphasize the core four for half a decade. This is what happens. So that's why.
Most of the noise around Marner doesn't come from the media, and it doesn't come from him either.
No, it comes from his people.
Yep.
The people around him have done him no favors.
The moment they shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up.
And they have.
I think he might actually have a good time as a Leaf.
Recently, they have.
Good. Wait until talks go south.
Well, we'll see.
God, he's so good.
Yeah,
he's so damn good and a great person. Listen, if the way he's been this season continues into the playoffs, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
He is a player who, more than anyone else, I just heavily scrutinize who is telling me the information, and I think about why I'm being told this information and where I'm getting it from. Thank you for asking that question.
Mm-hmm.
I think you're asking the right ones.
From Montreal fan, this is clearly about Lane Hudson, so just keep that in it's from Fran Mo. Do you think
my favorite defenseman only has one goal?
Do you think in the next 10 to even 20 years, a defenseman will win the Hart Trophy, especially in today's high-scoring NHL? What does it take for a defenseman to win that trophy?
No, I think it's possible. I mean, Cale Makar disappointed a little bit after the Avalanche won the cup. Like, people were talking about Cale like he could win the Hart.
Yeah. I think he still could.
I think he still could too. I mean, it's difficult in a world where, like, how many defensemen won the Hart during Wayne Gretzky's career?
Right.
I think the answer is 0.
Right.
Like, it's really, really hard. The dudes who score all the goals and all the points will always get like an unfair advantage, but guys break through.
Yep.
So I guess the question might be, or my answer might be, yes, a defenseman is going to win the Norris. No, it's not going to happen while Connor McDavid lives and breathes in this league.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that's fair.
Who was the last to do it? It was
Chris Pronger.
Chris Pronger, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Pronger in 99-2000, last defenseman to win the Norris Trophy. Carey Price is the last non-forward to win it.
2015.
Nikita Kucherov, last non-center to win the award
Wow.
back in 18-19.
Jeez. Okay.
Outliers always happen.
Yep.
You know, we see in history through sports, it'll go through a cycle where one guy has an unbelievable season and there's a down year from the forward crop and he gets it.
When will a forward win the Hart Trophy again? Like, that'll be the question that we ask.
When will the Ford win a Norris Trophy
When's it
again?
going to happen?
All right. Next up, Di Fulio. What were the potential knee injuries per 60 from the bubble soccer at the Kingston Frontenacs game?
Oh, yeah. Everyone thinks that was hard on the knees. I didn't fall on my knees once. Did you?
Falling is actually, it makes it really easy. The part is the running because you just keep slipping. But when you fall, it's a very comfy fall.
You can't
Yeah, I didn't mind.
believe, you cannot believe, fathom, understand how tiring that is.
Oh, man. Is it exhausting?
Dude, you go for a run and, like, you know, you go, okay, I don't know. And then your body warms up and you're like, I can do it. And then you slowly over time feel yourself, you know, lose energy a little bit. Bubble soccer or bubble sumo, whatever we were doing.
Yeah.
Fun. I am a dead person.
It's like sprinting, you know, you're immediately just going full bore and you just eventually run out of energy. It was so tiring.
Yeah, I got my one real good run at Jesse from behind, just not clean at all. And about 30 seconds after that, I was finished.
Yeah. And this year, it was worse than last year because last year we played like you're actually trying to kick a ball into the goal.
Yeah.
This year was just sumo, which just knocked people out of the circle. So it was just all strength, all running. Yeah. It was awful.
And Jesse, you had a harder time this year because
Last year I wore boots. And
Yes,
they gave me extra
yeah.
traction on the ice. And it was actually a sneaky advantage. And this year I just had my regular running shoes and it was awful.
Did you notice your feet getting cold too? Because the ice freezes your heels a little bit. My feet got like instantly cold, and I'm never cold.
I was not cold.
No.
I was friggin' hot.
Just
Yeah.
my feet though. That's why I noticed it, right? Because you're hot in those balls.
No, I was sweating too much to be cold.
I enjoyed it. It was fun. Steve, next question.